Assalamu alaikum students. In this video we will revise chapter 1 states of matter and also the notes that were given. So let's start with key points. The first one is the particle theory explains how substances behave in the solid, liquid and gas state. Particle theory means how the particles are arranged and the force of attraction between them and the movement of the particles, how the movement of the particles keeps on changing when the states of matter change, how the particles arrange themselves and the force of attraction between them. Second one, substances can be compressed when they are in gaseous state but not when they are in liquid or solid state. This is because substances can be compressed when they are in gaseous state because there is enough space between the particles, but not in solid or liquid state because the particles are already close together. Then third one, substances expand on heating and contract on cooling. So when we supply heat energy to the substances, the particles create space between them, which leads to expansion. And when we remove heat energy, the particles come back together in its original positions, which leads to contraction, which is cooling. Fourth one, a liquid evaporates or boils to form a gas and a gas condenses to form a liquid. This is interchange of states of matter. Then fifth one, every substance has its own boiling point, melting and freezing point because every substance boils at different temperature. So the temperature at which a substance will boil, melt or freeze will be its boiling point and melting or freezing point. The reason behind substances melt and freeze at different boil and melts at different temperatures is because the particles are arranged differently in them. In some particles the force of attraction is very strong and in some particles the force of attraction is weak. So if the force of attraction in a particular particle is strong, it will have higher melting point and boiling point. Sixth one, some solids sublime to form gas. What is sublimation? When solid directly changes from solid state to liquid state, solid state to gaseous state, skipping the liquid state is called as sublimation. Seventh, boiling and melting need energy. Eighth, energy leaves a substance when it freezes. Yes, when a substance freezes, that means the heat energy is being removed. So the particles are compact again, they come back together and gain their force of attraction. Ninth one, a solution is a mixture of solute and solvent particle. Solvent is a liquid that dissolves solute and solute is a solid that gets dissolved in liquid. 10th one, solubility is the mass of solid that dissolves in 100 gram of water. Every substance has its own solubility. Then interconversion of states of matter. Ice on melting forms water, water on evaporating forms gas, gas on condensing forms liquid again, and liquid on freezing forms ice. When ice is turned directly into gas, skipping the liquid state, it is called as sublimation or sublimating. And when gas forms solid again, skipping the liquid state, is called as deposition. Textual question. Question number 1. Use the particle theory to explain why the shape of a piece of metal in its solid state does not change when you press it hard. So the answer is, when a substance is in its solid state, the particles touch each other and are in a regular pattern. They are strongly attracted to each other. So the shape of piece of metal in its solid state does not change when you press it hard, because there is strong force of attraction between them. So on pressing those, that force of attraction is not weakened. The force of attraction, the particles present in the solid metal does not loses its force of attraction. Question 2. You can compress a substance in a gas state but not in solid or liquid state. Use the particle theory to explain why. You cannot answer is, you cannot compress a substance in the solid or liquid state because the particles are already touching each other. They cannot get closer together. That means the particles do not have space between them to get compressed. They are already touching each other. There is strong intermolecular force of attraction between them. So we cannot compress solid and liquid. Question 3. Describe how the movement of the particles change when a substance boils. So the first point is, if a liquid is heated, the particles are given more energy and move faster and faster, which leads to expansion of liquid. So when we supply heat energy to the particles of liquid state, they move faster and faster, which leads to expansion of the liquid. They move faster and faster, and created between the particle, that is, they lose their force of attraction. Then the most energetic particles at the surface of the liquid, the particles which are present at the surface of the liquid escapes the surface in the form of vapor. So this is how the movement of particles change when a substance boils. Question number 4. Use data from the table given below to name one substance which is in the gas state at 20 degrees Celsius. So substance and boiling point is given in the data. The boiling point is minus 196 degrees Celsius, ethanol 78 degrees Celsius, water is 100 degrees Celsius, and diamond is 5100 degrees Celsius. So we have to find out one substance which is in the gaseous state at 20 degrees Celsius. So gaseous state definitely comes after boiling. So first boiling point, and then the liquid will be converted into gaseous state. So definitely gaseous state will come after boiling point, and we have to find out one substance which will be in gaseous state at 20 degrees Celsius. So the answer is nitrogen. The reason is, boiling point of nitrogen is minus 196 degrees Celsius. So it is less than 20 degrees Celsius. So as we increase the temperature from minus 196 degrees Celsius up to 20 degrees Celsius, the boiling point, that means the boiling point of nitrogen is minus 196 degrees Celsius. So when we increase the temperature at minus 196, nitrogen starts boiling, and when we increase the temperature up to 20 degrees Celsius, the particles present in the liquid nitrogen will escape the surface in the form of vapor. So at 20 degrees Celsius, nitrogen will be in gaseous state. Whereas ethanol, water and diamond, their boiling point is 7800 and 5100 degrees Celsius. So at 20 degrees Celsius, they will be in solid or liquid state. And question 5. Describe how the movement and arrangement of particles change when a substance freezes. So, when a substance freezes, its particles stop moving around from place to place. That means we are removing the heat energy to freeze the substance. When heat energy is removed, the particles stop moving around, and they arrange themselves in regular pattern and vibrate on spot. As they arrange themselves as the arrangement same as the arrangement of solid state. Question number 6. Jati has a sample of solid. Suggest how he could find out whether the solid is a pure substance or a mixture of substances. So, for this, first we'll have to find out the boiling point of the substance, melting point of the substance. So, while finding out the melting point, we'll have to take more than two readings, 3 readings or 4 readings. So while taking these 4 readings, 3 to 4 readings, if every time we get the same melting point, that means the substance is pure. And while taking these 4 readings, if we get different melting points, for example, let's take the example of ethanol. Okay, water. Let's take the example of water. The melting point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. So if the ice is mixed with some impurity, it will melt at different temperatures, like 2 degrees Celsius, 5 degrees Celsius, 10 degrees Celsius. Whereas if the ice is pure, it will melt at 0 degrees Celsius all 4 times. So this is how we can identify whether the substance is pure or not by finding its melting point. And if in all the readings we get the melting point same, it is a pure substance. And if the melting point is different, we get a range of melting point, range of temperatures, the mixture is impure.